Yeah, alright, guys and girls, welcome back. It is Monday, the 13th of December already, 2021 at the time of the video. Now, just looking on the website or YouTube, on the Independent with the video, at least one person has died from Omicron variant, Boris Johnson has said. And even though he said it's a mild one, he said we've just got to put that to the side for the time being. So I'm wondering, right? And he reckons there's about 40% majority, 40% of it, of people that have actually got this virus and all that. He said it's spreaded across the country. He said today 40%. He said tomorrow, he said he don't know what. He said maybe the rest of the country and all that. We'll have it. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of scaremongering going on at the moment. I think we should just sort of just deal with it. We can't have another lockdown, even though I think we're going to have another lockdown, but we can't afford it. We can't afford another lockdown. I mean, when they had this app, cost them 38 million pounds to do with this NHS app. There was talks that they were going to get rid of it because they've run out of money basically to carry on that app. And then suddenly, now with the NHS app, they're still carrying it on. So I don't know what's going on at the moment. But I think there's no more money in the kiddie, in the cash box for basically Boris Johnson to close the country down and pay everybody furlough again to stay home and stuff. There's not any money left. So we've got no alternative to stay home. Well, people who, because he's basically telling everybody to work from home. So obviously, but then is not everybody can work from home. They have to go to these companies or places. And what's going to happen to the ones who can't work from home? Is Boris Johnson going to pay their salaries up to 80% like he was doing last year? No idea, but if there's no money for the government to give it, and also we've got his cabinet against him now, so this is going to be interesting because they're going to be doing a bit of a thing this week, a vote whether he should stay in as Prime Minister or not. Now, with all this put aside, I mean, we've got this virus going around rampant, and it seems to be increasing every day. But apparently there's only been one person so far have died of it. At least one person has died, at least that they've put there. Sort of a lot of these newspapers and stuff, especially, actually, I'll tell you what, though, the BBC, though, they've actually thrown Boris Johnson underneath the bus to do with this party and all this kind of stuff going on when he had that party last year. They're sort of, then, I thought, to be honest, I thought the BBC were working with the tourists, to be honest. I thought they were basically saying nice things about him, and now suddenly, out of the blue, it's like they've thrown him underneath the bus. So that's not really good, is it? So I don't know. Are we going to be in another lockdown for Christmas? I mean, once we hit, so we got Plan B, which is the sort of to try and get everybody to work from home. Also to have the testing, NHS app and all that kind of stuff. So you've got to have a test to prove that you haven't got this virus, which is ridiculous anyway in itself. And it's wasting taxpayers' money as well. And then suddenly we got Plan C, which is basically to vaccinate all the children under 5 years old, or around about 5 years old. And then suddenly Plan D will be in effect soon, where basically we're being locked down for Plan D. So get ready, guys and girls, not to see your family this Christmas again. and to not have the best Christmas this year at all. I knew it was coming. I actually had a fucking feeling this was going to happen again, to be in lockdown again, because I think, to be honest, we should be living with this virus like it was like the standard cold or flu, to be honest. Like, if this is going to be a yearly thing, where you get it every year, right, we have to expect that people are going to die with the virus regardless. I mean, come on. The standard cold, the standard flu kills people each year. Do we just say to everybody, fuck it, we'll just lock the country down and stuff and not make any money and all that? Because we have to keep the economy going, guys and girls. We have to keep going, getting the workers to work and putting the money into the economy and just keep the economy going and rolling. But the thing is, if Boris Johnson is like, obviously, right, how many people in the UK now has been vaccinated? I'll tell you what, it's been the highest vaccinations in the UK than any other country. Boris Johnson, right, fair enough, right? I'll put it on the table. Boris Johnson did something that no other politician has ever done, and that's basically got the biggest vaccinations going. But is it going to be enough now with this new variant? Now we're going to have a booster. What we're going to do is, like, we've had 2 vaccines, not me and myself, because I'm not worried about that shit myself. I'm not having it. But that's my sort of body. If I want to put fucking like liquid in my body, that's up to me. If I don't, that's up to me as well. But what we need to do, we need to worry about the vulnerable people first, the elderly, get them vaccinated. But obviously, it's been told now that the older generation are actually not getting their vaccines by the looks of it. They're not being sort of all totally getting their boosters. So now what Boris is doing now is trying to get the children under 5 years old vaccinated, because they know they're the spreaders. They're the ones that's going around spreading it and giving it to their family members. And in that sense. So, but then but I think a lot of the hospitality sectors, like the pubs and restaurants and all that, they're going to find it really difficult. And the pubs, restaurants, and clubs are going to find it really hard this year again, because a lot of the youngsters, they go nightclubbing, don't they, right? A lot of the 18s, 20-year-olds, right? And a lot of them are not wanting the vaccines either. So, but that's why they're trying to put the boosters out there really fast to get more vaccinated, and to say, look, right, if you don't get vaccinated, you can't come in. So a lot of the hospitality sectors are going to lose a lot of money, or they might have to end up closing permanently. But it's one of those things. But anyway, guys and girls, let us know. Maybe, do you work in the hospitality sector? Are you having trouble at the moment? Are you having many people coming in your nightclubs, pubs, or restaurants or anything? Have you been vaccinated? Have you not been vaccinated? What's your opinions on it? Let us know, guys and girls. I would like to hear from you on it. Stay safe. If you want the vaccines, get it done. If you don't, that's up to you entirely as well. There should be a freedom of choice at the end of the day. And we still need to keep the economy going. And if we don't, then, well, we're not going to make any money, and our country is just going to go downhill. But anyway, stay safe. I hope everyone has a good Christmas this year, and I'll see you on the next episode.